Hello, my name is Catherine Young, and I am going to be discussing Module 4 about challenging the process. The challenge at my job, I would definitely have to say, would be support staff because I work at a elementary slash middle school that's from 4th to 8th grade, and a lot of times teachers are calling off, and it is putting the support staff have to substitute teach those classes because substitutes aren't picking up the teachers' classes, and they don't have anyone else. And technically, support staff shouldn't be doing that. Support staff have to do other things, and it's just a burden when compensation isn't involved and stress is being added, having to deal with an entire class as opposed to dealing with a small group of children to pull them out, or uh, normally to pull them out and to go over certain skill sets that they're lacking in. A suggested alternative action or solution for sure would be, first of all, looking to not overwhelm support staff. It's not necessarily support staff's issue when a teacher it needs to call off, and the teacher obviously they have their paid time off, and sometimes in sick days and some things come up. So support staff shouldn't be, I don't want to say punished, but they shouldn't be constantly be abused at the simple fact that they're there. So the solution would be, instead of using them as a substitute for the entire day, not just for an hour or so for a meeting or something, would be to have a backup plan, like having someone on call, a substitute on call, and certain procedures to follow when a teacher has to call off. For example, if the social studies teacher has to call off, then the science teacher and what we call Project Excel, which is like a AP class, they will split the classes. And what this will do is it will eliminate higher chances of disruptive behavior, because if the students are already pushed in a structured classroom setting, not with a substitute, but a structured classroom setting where instruction is already going on, they're less likely to have behavioral problems. Is not saying that they won't have behavioral problems, but it's less likely because a teacher is already in instruction, and the teacher has the substitutes plans from the teacher that's absent. So with them having work, and then with the teacher already having control of their class and instructing their class, it would be a lot less cost for behavioral issues. And who would be involved would be administration. It would definitely have to be come from administration and the teachers, as well as support staff, because they are now aware that they will still have to be in that class, or in one of in the science class or the social studies class, whichever teacher is out, or the project itself. Like, they would have to add that extra support for that teacher so that it doesn't get chaotic. So administration, teachers, and support staff will all need to be on board. I guess one of the things is not, I think, and this would need to be taking effect immediately, because it's not something that would be so strenuous to the fact that it's not impossible to do right away. It's something that can be done right away. Everyone just has to be on board, and um, and this is not to step on administration toes, because administration could be looked at as they're not doing a good job, and different things like that. And it's not that they're not doing a good job. We understand, or support staff understand, that things come up and they're put in a tight bind. And support staff, teachers do not understand what administration specifically, our principal, the decisions that they have to make. And we will be sensitive to the fact and presenting this to him. But it's kind of saying, hey, I know you have your own way of doing things, but here's a more structured way. Here is a more a way that will assist in the process that you already have, and then that can change the dynamic and the flow of days when teachers aren't there, and it can still keep people's sanity, where there will be a lot of stress is lifted off of them, and where they won't feel so overwhelmed because they have to do so many other jobs and they're not able to do the jobs they're hired for, and to have the paperwork that they need. So this is just something at my workplace that I would do to challenge the process. Thank you.